We'll start by having you introduce your organization, Goodwill Rights Management Corporation. So you can tell us a little bit about what you do. So introduce yourself, tell us about Goodwill, so that we can know who we are talking to.
Of course. Okay. So, well, in short, my name is Carl Dobrowolski. I'm the president of Goodwill Rights Management Corporation. We are a leading rights agency in the Christian market, and we have a burden for the Christian message as it's formed in book form, in print and audio and ebooks. Why? Because Christian literature, Christian books are like little evangelists that go all around the world and help Christians and help churches and help people with solid biblical wisdom. So we believe Christian literature and the development of it and the promotion of it is Christian ministry. That's the way we approach our business as a ministry. And at the core of our business, we promote rights. Why? So that the resources that we have given to us by our clients could be made available around the world, so that the riches that we have can strengthen the church from Siberia to Senegal, from Brazil to Botswana. You know, we want to spread the riches as found in printed form and in various forms. That's at the heart of what we do. We also help publishers, authors, and ministries in a number of other ways to accelerate their success, to achieve their higher calling. None of us are placed on this earth to be an island and just to do work unto ourselves. It is Christianity, Christian mission, Christian ministry is about serving God and serving others. So I would like to think that's a good summary of what Goodwill Rights Management does.
Awesome. You've answered like a million questions in just one summary. So maybe I will ask, maybe you can give us your vision, mandate, or mission statement, or the line that you use to say this is what we do.
Yes. Well, we first of all, we aspire to inspire. We want to inspire others. So the tagline that I've been using now, which encapsulates that much more than rights management, is that we aspire to inspire publishers, authors, and ministries to achieve their higher calling. It could be attaining subsidiary rights, attaining rights from English to Swahili. Or it could be working with you and CLC and taking the authors that you have and bringing them to other markets. But it's also helping authors develop on this side of the world, helping ministries achieve a greater publishing ministry. So we aspire to inspire publishers, authors, and ministries to achieve their higher calling.
Awesome. So the services you offer, I know there's rights management.
That is correct.
Yeah, could you tell us others that maybe we've not captured very well?
Yes. Well, it's important to discuss why we do things. And because people are attracted to passion. You have a passion, Mercy. People are attracted to that. But then, of course, it's also important to discuss what and to show that we have competence in doing the what. Yeah. So, yes, we promote subsidiary rights, which means promoting titles, assimilating titles on our various platforms, promoting those rights across our platforms, including our automated rights platform, Evulge, negotiating with publishers on behalf of our clients, which is a very enjoyable part of our job, developing contracts, very important to get the right contract, make sure that there is compliance once a contract is done, attend book fairs, develop virtual relationships, and develop new ideas and new partnerships like the one that we have, and develop new ideas so that the clients or the authors or the publishers that we represent know that we continually are what is called pushing the envelope. If we stand still in what we do, then we're actually going back. We have to continually develop new ideas and new vehicles and the like. And in fact, I look forward in 2022 to partner with you and the authors to develop such new ideas, including possibly webinars featuring your authors and showcasing them to publishers and others here in the United States. So yes, that is part of the what of what we do.
Awesome. Yeah, it's important to note that we have discussions on how we can get the content from Africa into the other parts of the world, which is a platform that you do provide.
That is correct.
It's a long-term project or involvement. Yes. So rights don't just, you don't set up and, the books, the rights are purchased. It's a long-term investment. But to just note that for the first time, since I've been in CLC and, I've been in the book industry for, 13 years, that for the first time, there's a possibility that we can actually sell our content outside our continent. That's really, it's amazing, it's humbling. And that this year we had 74 submissions in terms of the authors who submitted into the award program. And we absolutely look forward to how 2022 is going to look like. Us setting up at Evolve and also setting up at the Frankfurt Rights Fair that you have a platform and you have extenders, and just be able to cast the net wide and just see what is going to come back.
Exactly. It's about casting the net wide. It's about the long tail, the long-term vision. But I sense that more than ever before, there is an openness among Christian publishers here in the United States to review quality books, well-written books from a unique perspective so that our readers here in the U.S. could have a window into the world as seen by African authors. I think more than ever before, the climate is such, it is a welcoming climate, more welcoming climate than ever before. So yes, Mercy, I think there are good opportunities in 2022.
Awesome.
With your partnership, of course.
Yes, and also with your partnership, of course. Awesome. So if we give you 3 words, space for 3 words for you to describe Goodwill Rights, what would those 3 words be?
Wow, that's a very good question. I think the 2 words come to mind immediately, and it's passionate. We are passionate about Christian literature as mission. Number 2, we are missional, because we need to conduct our business as business, but this is a mission that we believe the Lord has placed upon us. And I think the 3rd one, and there are many other words, but I think entrepreneurial, because we want to expand our horizon. While we look to the God of grace, the God of enablement, we look to expand our tent pegs, because if we expand our tent pegs, then we're able to serve our clients that much better. And there will be a lot of innovations coming in 2022 that we're excited about, and our clients will be too.
Awesome. You've actually taken that word out of my mouth. When you're saying entrepreneur, the one that came to mind was, I find you the last 4 years we've worked together, I think you're so very innovative. So, and that sets you apart because you're willing to try these new ideas and adapt and remain relevant, which is something that, it's not a very good strength we have as Christians, but we have to keep finding ways how we can be able to serve other people.
That's right. But may I also underscore the importance of iron sharpening iron, because even as you and I have worked together and as we work with others, the energy, the influence one has on another, it has a multiplying effect. And so we should bring, and we do bring the best out of each other. So when you are growing, then it enhances the ideas that come to an innovator like ourselves. And so we continue to build one platform on top of another, one plank on top of another until a platform is built. So partnership is very, very important. No man is an island. Together we are better. In the end, we come to many times the end of ourselves, of our ability, then we have to stand on the shoulders of somebody else.
Yes. Awesome.
And you know that, Mercy.
Yes.
And that is one of the things that we aspire to. And we are energized when we work together.
Awesome. Awesome. What has been the hardest thing? I know you've been in the book industry almost your life. How many years?
Yeah. Oh, I have been in Christian publishing since 1986.
Wow.
But it more intensely involved in 1996. I worked for the American Bible Society, and for a good deal of my tenure there, I was the account representative for all the Bible societies in the world, 120. Wow. So I was the focal point at our offices in New York, which is fun because I love being involved with international brethren. But in 1996, I took on the position of managing the copyrights and the intellectual properties of the American Bible Society. So I would say, although I started in 1986, I was baptized by fire starting from 1996, and that flame has continued to this very day.
Amen. Amen. So, what has been the hardest thing in the publishing industry for you? Then you're going to share with us your best, lesson or best thing that has happened while you've been in the publishing industry.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I would like to underscore that 2020 was not unique to me, but 2020 was difficult for everyone in publishing. Yeah. As Christians, we can't afford to sit down and cry and to say, well, what are we going to do? We have a creative God, and he gives us creative things. So getting through 2020 was very difficult. And how do you conduct business when much of your business is predicated on meeting people and meeting and greeting and learning and face to face? So we had to adjust to, just like many others, to the virtual environment and use our unique strengths to leverage. Very difficult, very difficult. And we thank God that 2021 has been far, far better, and we've grown in other areas that we didn't expect. When we really turn to God and cry out to Him and say, Lord, it's up to you now. He may answer in ways that we didn't expect. Yeah. And our God is always good, and He's a good Father, and He blesses. And so He's blessed us in other areas we didn't expect to go. Example.
Yeah.
And this is a challenge and probably one of my biggest joys.
Yeah.
In 2020, we became a publishing house, small, albeit, but a publishing house. We have a growing ability to deliver Christian classics. And we did this in reverse, Mercy. First audio, then then print, because audio is such a huge growing market and grew explosively during the pandemic. So we hitched our wagon to that, and we have a growing Christian classics library. So that was a challenge, but it's also a beautiful blessing. God just brought it down, and it was all of grace. We received it, and we're continuing to grow, crawling, walking, and one day we trust we'll be running faster. So that answers both sides of the coin.
Yes, I've seen you're very good at that. Just take all of them together and you're sorted.
Thank you.
Let me ask, how now, with all the things that you're doing, how do you influence the community that you serve?
Oh, that also is a very good question. You should have your own talk show, Mercy.
I'll pin that and say amen to that. Let's see how it goes.
Yes, that's right. Let's, on a regular basis.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the way that I influence the community that we serve is by remembering that I am number two.
Yeah.
And that I am called to come underneath. I am the president of Goodwill Rights Management. Doesn't mean that I don't have many bosses. I do. Every client is my boss. Obviously, God is number one. That is understood.
Yeah.
But they're number one, their cause, their message, their mission, they're number one. I come underneath them and I give voice to who they are and what they are doing. And if I'm not doing that for a client, I think that I can express myself fairly well, objectively. And I give voice to certain things which are important, whether it's in conversation or whether it's by video interviews or whether it's by writing. That is how I contribute, by voicing the important themes and missions and messages for this second decade of the 21st century.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. That's very good. And we've seen your impact. Even in our ministry, our talks have been very beneficial and, very encouraging. I look forward to much more, even like the conference we did last year, very amazing stuff. And I look forward to more collaboration and as the Lord is going to lead us.
As do I, Mercy. God has his hand on you and CLC Kenya. Even in the 4 years that we've been acquainted, you too push the envelope. You have a passion, you have an entrepreneurial spirit, but you also have a tender heart. You are not full of self. You have a hunger and thirst for God, and they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, what did Jesus say? They shall be filled. And so I've seen that in your work, and I'm very, very thrilled for this. And if we keep on being open and on our knees and looking to heaven, God is going to give us gifts that we can't even imagine.
Amen.
Because we're serving his kingdom. So let's serve him together, and for the widest good possible, for as long as God has given us on this earth. Let's serve him, because he's a good God and a good Father.
Awesome.